88.1, you're chilling with your girl, Miss Roshell. Here at Set Free Radio, we have a very special guest on the line joining us tonight. This lady is the executive director of the Susan G. Komen for the Cure right here in the Central Valley. We have Miss Sharon Johnson on the line. Miss Sharon Johnson, how are you tonight?
I'm great today, Erica. How are you? Thank you for having me on.
Sharon, let's go ahead and talk about the Central Valley Susan G. Komen Foundation. Now, for some women who may not be familiar with this wonderful foundation, can you give them a little insight as to what this foundation is all about?
Certainly, Erica. Susan G. Komen for the Cure was actually founded on a promise between two sisters. Susan Komen was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1978, and she was only 33 years old. But before she passed away at the age of 36, her sister Nancy Brinker promised her that she would do everything in her power to put an end to breast cancer. So Susan G. Komen for the Cure was founded in 1982. So the Central Valley affiliate of Susan G. Komen for the Cure was founded in 1999 by breast cancer survivor Carolyn Jorgensen. She's the one that actually brought our first race for the Cure to Fresno. So with funds raised from our annual Komen Central Valley Race for the Cure, third-party events, and community support, our yearly competitive grant process awards funds to local nonprofits for education, screening, and treatment programs right here in Fresno County. So our objective is to ensure that all Fresno County residents, men too, because they can get breast cancer too, learn the importance of early detection and have the financial means for mammography screening services and treatment after breast cancer diagnosis.
Sharon, as a breast cancer survivor, tell us how you were able to keep your spirits up and live your life day to day as normal when you were first diagnosed.
Well, Erica, I had an incredible family, friends, and coworker support system. My family helped me tremendously while I was recuperating at home, and then after recovering from my surgery, I was able to return to work. So I underwent chemotherapy and radiation while still working because I had a very understanding boss, and my coworkers were very supportive in recognizing when I was really fatigued, the fatigue caused by chemo and radiation. But because of the combined support, I really didn't miss work throughout this whole treatment.
Now, the 12th annual Komen Central Valley Race for the Cure, that's coming up really soon. Go ahead and tell our listeners how they can come out for support and be a part of a great opportunity.
Well, we invite women, men, and children to take part in the race, and also people that want to form teams of 10 people or more. All of our race participants make an investment in the health of Fresno County residents, and I think that's really important, that people feel that they're really making a difference when they attend the Race for the Cure. We have a men and women's 5K race that is U.S. Track and Field certified, a co-ed walk where walkers can choose a 5K, 2.2 mile, or a 1 mile walk, and even a Kids for the Cure race, which is so cool because it's for children 12 and under. And of course, that day we also take the opportunity to recognize breast cancer survivors in a ceremony that is honoring those beginning the breast cancer battle and also those who have fought and survived. 75% of these funds that are raised in this race are invested right here in Fresno County for education, screening, and treatment programs, and the remaining 25% supports the Komen National Breast Cancer Research Program. So anybody that's participating in the race makes a real impact in our county.
Now, Sharon, there's an awesome program called Every Woman Counts, and we were talking a little bit about this earlier. Go ahead and explain what Every Woman Counts program is all about.
Absolutely. Every Woman Counts was a program set up by the Cancer Detection Program in the State Department of Health of the state of California. When Every Woman Counts worked well, covering women ages 40 and over, they were covering breast cancer screening and cervical cancer screening. But due to declining funds, they made the determination that women age 50 and over would only be enrolled, new enrollments for women ages 50 and over. So then what happened was, because they were unsure of what their budget would be, the women ages 50 and over who were supposed to be starting enrollment as of July 1st, 2010, none of those women have been enrolled. So virtually there's 5,000 women out there that we know of that have qualified for the program before that are going without breast cancer screening. So the Department of Health made the decision not to enroll these women, and we had a lot of legislative intervention. Assemblyman members Pedro Nava and Noreen Evans introduced a bill that would reinstate women aged 40 to 49. It was AB 1640, and it's wonderful because both the Senate passed the bill 34 to 0, and the Assembly passed the bill 75 to 0. So the bill sits on Governor Schwarzenegger's desk, and of course, he has the power to veto it if he wants. We have not heard which way he's going to go. So that being said, the reason why this upcoming race is so important is because Komen Central Valley currently is the only means of outside funding for breast cancer screening in Fresno County for women who don't qualify for any other state program or medical assistance.
Now, Sharon, tell us about some support groups that our women can be a part of, who are looking for other women to bond with or just looking for general support. Can you give us some websites and information to go to?
Well, our website is www.komencentralvalley.org, and we have a resources page on there that can be accessed. In fact, when we're able to update information about Every Woman Counts, it will be on there. But our affiliate provides year-round breast cancer education to nearly every minority and cultural group here in Fresno County, and then our grantees that specifically reach Hispanic, African American, and Hmong communities as well. We have a grantee Clovis Community Lymphedema Clinic, which provides treatment to breast cancer survivors who are developing lymphedema after breast cancer surgery. Another grantee, the Sisterhood of Survivors, is a wonderful organization that supports new breast cancer survivors and has also developed a new little organization within their organization that mentors younger breast cancer survivors ages 40 and younger. Now, the Fresno Health Consumer Center, a project of Central California Legal Services, is currently the grantee that has the Komen funding for mammography services. So all of our grantees are listed on our website along with their telephone numbers.
Set Free family, make sure you check out the information provided by Sharon Johnson. If you're looking for a support group or you know someone else that may be looking for a support group, please definitely use the resources and check out those websites. Sharon, we want to thank you, sweetie, for being a part of Set Free Radio. We look forward to working with you in the future, and we want to thank you.
Thank you so much, Erica, for the opportunity to get awareness and early detection messages across. Just one thing, just always remember, the listeners out there, early detection is the key to surviving this disease. Thank you again for this opportunity.
The lovely Sharon Johnson with the Central Valley for the Cure, Susan G. Komen. Up next, we have Israel Houghton. This one is called Love God, Love People, 88.1.